I think we can start right there. Welcome to another episode of Vampires and Vitae.
Rolling already.
All right. There's been movement. There's been shaking.
I ate so much pasta.
Oh, poor thing.
I know.
Thank you again for joining us to our table. Like we normally do, we'll pass it off right over to Tyler to give us a little breakdown of what happened in the last episode.
Good evening. It's a very serious episode.
Super serious.
Oh no.
Okay, so the last episode, it actually went pretty well, I would say. Surprisingly, when we are in a moment of panic or backed up into a corner, we seem to utilize our skills finally and stop looking for stupid shit to do.
Other than chips.
Other than chips. Yeah. There's always going to be room for chips.
That was true.
But we had a game plan that we set into motion. We managed to get into Pentex after talking to the Queen and Sprocket, figuring out who's going where, having a frontal assault on the front of Pentex, very reminiscent to what we did with Elysium. The only difference is that we were flying on a series of shopping cart, propeller, lawnmower, blade, helicopter look. I don't know what to call it. 0 point inspection safety rating.
Oh yeah, it's not exactly seatbelts.
My God, the picture you're painting is so clear.
just everything shambling and rattling around as we crash land onto the top of Pentex. Got to a room full of what I call Boombas. They were like
you gotta love the Boombas.
essentially Roombas that exploded with silver nitrate. Managed to get past those with a nice critical success with Lawrence and his ball capabilities. Man can handle some balls. You know what I'm saying? Got down an elevator shaft. Danika had an idea.
Oh, that was
a big
that
moment.
was actually the plot twist of the evening for me.
It was a very big moment for everybody. Danika had an idea, and it was a good idea, and probably saved us all. Got the fan, grappling hook fan back because Ana was a spider.
True.
Climbing around like an arachnid. It landed
Not at all terrifying.
Not at all. Landed in a employee hallway and looked for some ships for Lawrence while we caught a little bit of a breather. And then we broke Robbie and we took a 2-week break.
Yeah, it was. Well, we are in the end game.
Yeah.
Mortally said by.
We
the
just had
writers and myself.
one sweet moment, and Robbie had to go on vacation.
Yep.
That's what's going on. That's what's happening. Welcome back to Vampire, Robbie.
Hey! I play Ana. She talks with a terrible Middle Eastern accent. She is the child of Rasputin, probably. She does the blood magics. And now she has spiky things that come out of her forearms and shoot bullets of blood.
They're quite scary.
Yes.
No problem.
Terrifying, actually.
All right. So the wonderful Tyler, give us a little bit of background about who you play.
Hey everybody, name's Tyler. I play Daedrith, known as Day. Never really ever known as Daedrith except that one time in a flashback. Got a cool boyfriend, got some new time abilities. Really feeling the pressure. Elysium felt really cool and like a sneeze that I'd held in for like 90 years.
Sure.
This feels more like a panic attack
Okay.
that I keep triggering to get through to a breakthrough.
Okay.
Dear.
It's not the same vibe. It's not. There's fear this time in Day.
All right.
There is fear.
And the wonderful Sarah, give us a little bit of background. Having a fantastic idea that really got us through that entire elevator shaft area. What's going on with your character right now?
Robbie, that was it. That was my whole thing.
Oh no!
That's her
I'm still on
origin
her
story.
thing.
That was her origin story.
Yeah,
man.
That was my whole thing. I'm really bad at these, and that was the whole thing that I had. I'm Sarah. I'm playing Danika. Robbie stole my thing, so a bit about me personally. I'm picking out a baby seal, and I'm full of pot roast.
All right.
Don't even elaborate.
Nope.
That's it.
Yep,
Just leave it
that's
there.
Perfect.
Yep.
All right, as you guys, you hear the rustle of Lawrence opening the chip bag, and even though that you've just crashed through the actual vending machine itself, that little rustling sounds, loud. You see Sprocket go, shh. Yeah, exactly.
Realistic sound
There's some
effects.
ASMR for any of our fans of that on the thing. It's like, shh. Come on, we just broke down a stupid thing. I mean, there's been exploding Roombas. I don't
You do
think
not even know that you can eat the potato chips.
He ate the pudding. He hated it, but he ate it.
Yeah, and he takes a bite, and you see him grimace, like as he's like crunching into it, but still just forcing it down.
Okay, now you are proving a point, Lawrence. Congratulations.
Old habits die hard, I say as I light a cigarette.
Yeah, right. That makes sense, actually.
And I just want to. I kind of like take a minute and like look at everybody in this hallway. We're kind of like.
Sprocket's sitting down actually on all fours. He just seems to, with the way his knees bend and everything, it looks very much like a dog sitting pretty.
Gomez, according to your map, we're pretty close.
Yeah, through these corridors, it seems there's a central circle right in the center. It goes down in a spiral down to the 3rd floor, but you had to start here. There's no other way to take it in. It's like they've dedicated quite a lot of room, whatever's around this.
All right, guys, what's the plan? Because I have a feeling that it's going to get harder. I mean, that was just kind of the welcoming committee.
Right, yes. Well, I mean, the Roombas would not be a very good security system, to be honest.
Yeah. But they know we're here because the elevator stopped.
Right. That's kind of a giveaway.
Yeah.
You guys do feel a rumble shake the building. That could be
a really big Roomba.
Yeah, well, yes, very giant Roomba at the bottom. That's the big BG, by the way. It's just all Roombas.
Or just one big beach ball, right?
Yeah, no, yeah.
Oh, rolling around like a pinball.
The wrecking ball rat.
Yes.
I mean, it could be something that Mel and James is doing downstairs when they've tried to sneak
Can I
in.
roll like an awareness check?
Oh,
just
sure,
to see?
sure. To get a better feeling of
Yeah.
it. Mhm.
Do we have the cards?
Yes, they're over there on the shelf.
Yeah, it's one success, 110.
Big. You know it's an explosion with the one success. You know that it is an explosion.
It's explosive in nature.
Yes, it
Okay.
feels like it came from underneath you, but only because of the way that the building shook. Nothing specific that you can pull up from that other than just an explosion that seems to happen to this particular building.
That could have been our friends or their friends. I'm not entirely sure.
You see the power flicker.
Yes.
It comes in and comes out. Comes in and comes out.
That's probably us.
It does stay on though. There's no like blue or red lights that
Yeah.
you've seen in other places. It's just like
I mean, I am not doing anything to cause
Yeah,
such a power outage.
You can.
That's weird though, right? That there's no like alarm system like in Elysium. It's
Yeah,
Well,
it's
I
actually
mean,
deadly quiet.
Like,
Do you not suppose it could be a silent alarm?
yeah, but I mean, we're in a military complex. They should have sirens and guards, and
You haven't seen an actual person yet.
it's kind of freaking me out. Like, I thought I'd have to stealth a lot more. You know what I mean?
Do you
What if
think
they
that
just evacuated?
they could have? Like, what if they knew what happened at Elysium and then everybody decided to abandon this place?
Yeah, but Elysium's one thing. This is a military bunker. I mean,
Yes, this is true.
if you're gonna evacuate, where do you evacuate to if not a fucking bunker?
I mean, do we keep going down the stairs? Like, keep going further into the building?
Yeah, we're in. I'm just saying, like, is there anything else we need to know? I'm just saying we should probably proceed with caution. You know what I mean?
Yes, of course.
It's too perfect.
Too easy.
It's too easy. I mean,
Yes.
it's hard, like, but it's. I don't know. Something just feels wrong. You know, I've broken into places before, and this is off-putting. I think if Vol was here, he would agree. And I would ask you, Frank, how you feel, but I'm really terrified of your voice being super loud.
It's okay. I'm gonna try to not yell.
That's better, I guess. Yeah,
Is this better? I really can't. I can't tell difference. Is it better up here or okay? So down here. Okay. All right. So
How do you forget?
Frank, you
how
do
you
not strain.
forget how to
yes,
whisper?
no, you know what, Frank? Do not strain your voice. Go ahead and speak how you usually speak.
All right,
It would
that
appear
sounds-
that we are unable to disturb
that
people
sounds
who
like
are
way
here.
better. Yeah. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of automation, but like I'm with you. Like there should be some form of
Dude,
resistance.
I
you
slap
know.
myself in the head. Yes,
Yeah.
Soldier, Elysian, Frank.
Yeah, this is not the way that we'd set up perimeters. In fact,
anywhere, right?
No, I mean the things that we've faced so far just seems to be deterrent to add complication within a physical like back and forth. You send those things out just to like put people off foot that aren't expecting them.
Okay, so-
The kills should come from people.
Okay, so Frank, where would you call your people back to have the line of scrimmage?
Well, I mean, the idea of them getting out of here, that's possible. I mean, if they've already completed what they wanted to do, there's no reason to guard something just as if what they were doing was bringing something else someplace else, you just abandon the resource at this point. That would be one idea. Or
like an iron mine.
yeah,
that
or
taps.
you have something that you really need to look after. You just bring everyone there, close out the close out the corridors, and then let some people walk through your kill traps. Even if you get one or two of those members during that kill team, at least you're not using your expenditure when it comes to actual physical troops.
Ana raises an eyebrow at the word kill trap and hallway and how easy it was to walk through it. She looks back in both directions, down the hallway and back up the hallway.
So, Frank, you're saying it's either like an abandoned fortress or we're walking into like D-Day with murder holes.
Yeah, definitely one of the two.
Oh,
Definitely one of the two.
fuck me.
I
I
mean,
mean, there's really no way to tell either, because I mean,
really, it sounds like just another typical day with us ever since we have all gotten together and became friends. You know?
well, I mean, like, what
Been a
are
long
they?
3 weeks, yeah.
Yes, right?
I mean, we were aware of Pentex, but we kind of just kept each other, like, realizing, like, two very dangerous beasts do not mix well. You know, they're a big corporation. We're essentially a big corporation. So,
The lions and the tigers have their
Yeah.
own little habitat.
yeah, you know, try to live and let unlive, if you will.
Okay, guys, tell me if you disagree, but I kind of want to take the lead on this as quietly as possible, flanked by our strongest crew members, followed by, some of the not weaker but more ranged.
Gomez goes, I know you're talking to me over here. It's fine. You find a door you want me to open, make sure that I'm not going to die before I get to a door.
You
Yeah,
see, I
that's
feel like
essentially the
I
point.
feel like the weakest of us should be right smack in the middle, so we have protection in the back and protection in the front.
Okay, so maybe have me go a little far ahead, see what I can see. Danica trailing behind a little bit, and then Ana, you with Gomez and Sprocket and Lawrence, and then Frank pulling up the rear.
Yes, I suppose that will work.
I'll be happy in the back. That's fine. I'm going back here. I can take quite a lot of punishment before I get hit. So if
But
something
yeah, you're
comes
right.
up
We
from
don't want
the
any.
back.
We don't want any stragglers getting picked off. Like
Yeah, no problem.
Nobody's
Operation-
taking Frank off.
Operation Bullet Shield's fine. Completely in effect. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I give you a hammer.
Yeah, this is true. Nice hammer, by the way.
Thank you.
Well
you.
weighted. You know, I can do this. Watch this. And he like spins it around through the little hook at the back.
Day is jealous. He doesn't say anything.
Yeah.
Yes.
he is.
It's so impressive, Frank. All right, let us get. Where are we
Ah,
headed? Are we
yeah.
going down or are we going up?
You hear that? It's impressive.
What is the? Is there like a door at the end of the hallway? Are there doors on the sides? What
Yeah.
what are we
Gomez kind of reaches into the little things he's been able to put together through the, just being able to draw it as freehand as he had, very deftly, by the way. You see that it's a center chamber. It appears to be like the length of a story is one pass of this internal staircase, not staircase, but like ramp that seems to go down.
Okay.
For those 3 stories, you see that they're sectioned off into rooms, like they're little hexagons, like whatever there is in there has walls that are drawn that do separate about 4 of them per floor, and they secede down into an internal center chamber that doesn't have any defined. It is obvious that there's something in the dead center of this once you get down to the first floor that you would then only be able to get access from there.
Okay.
And that seems to take the center of the room. Like that seems to be a circle surrounded by cylindrical circles out for rooms on the outside.
and all this is at the end of the hallway, right?
Oh, that's you have to walk through like into the hallway to a small corridor, and that would seem to access door appears to be present there. It's hard to tell from his drawings because these are really put together quite quickly.
Yeah.
Although definitely.
Okay, so end of hallway goes into spiral that goes down 3 floors and then into center room.
There seems to be a central room on that first floor.
Okay. All right. I understand. Well, I think that we're very fortunate that there are no stairs. Hey, Gomez.
Robbie, can you please describe that again?
Yeah, no problem. So it's like looking at a silo, a very like a long silo, 3 stories tall. And as you go down in a hexagonal pattern, kind of like a carport in Vegas, like if you want to go to the first floor or the second floor, there's a ramp that
Like-
actually goes down.
Down in a circle.
Like down in a circle, yeah.
Mm.
But they're hexagons, and there seems to be on each one of those straights as you go down a room of some sort that is the length of that straight. And that's going to go down to 3 stories to the very bottom. And then that negative space that's in the center of that silo, there appears to be a room about the size of the center of it.
Okay.
All right, everybody, get in formation.
All right, Gomez, you are with me.
Gomez rubs his hands like on his shirt and goes, "All right, see what we can do."
And Lawrence, don't worry, I'm not leaving you totally alone. You're right there, buddy.
He takes one more crunch of a chip and bitters out his mouth, but continues to bite it. And like, I'm not going to lose this. I like chips too much.
I take a last drag of my cigarette and make the same face and
Yeah, right.
flick it into the wall.
Yeah, there's a moment he's like, "Oh, it's not like he even's getting anything out of it. It's just a hat." Okay, puts it together. You know what I mean?
Danica looks at Dave, makes the same face.
I look at Danica. I keep making the face, and then
Oh my God.
and I nod
It's just
stoically.
a lot of mad mugging to each other. Fair enough. Little grimacing individuals.
I look at Frank.
Frank's happy.
I turn back to Day and I make the face.
Yeah.
I make the face harder. I get it. All right. I would like to get to the end of this hallway in this corridor and see what I can see.
Oh, fantastic! You
And
guys.
I would like to roll some stealth, just real quick.
No problem.
I'm just rolling some regular stealth.
All right, so not mystical, just stealth in general.
Yeah. I'm just kind of like taking it easy.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's 110, so 1 success.
Did you? Oh, so nothing else. No successes off the other 10.
No,
1 success.
I'm just kind of
yeah.
light-footed. I'm just trying to be kind of
right. You do keep to the turns. You like telling people to wait for a second. You look up. You do hear the of automated cameras, but they seem to be automated. They don't seem to be tracing you just in that path.
I look at Danica. I point at the cameras.
I look at Dave. I point at him. I point at the camera.
I'm like, you're right. I'd like to use Ghost in the Machine to glitch out the cameras.
Okay. You hear that.
I start doing very silent jumping jacks to distract the camera.
Yeah, it bows its head like a wounded gazelle, and
Wounded
Yeah,
gazelle.
right?
Welcome to Vampire, where Robbie can paint a fucking camera.
Yeah, you fucking can. Jesus Christ. Woo!
I love it. I love this game.
That's what it looked like in my head at that moment. Thank you.
I saw exactly what you were saying.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
my
Why
God.
can humans personify anything? Even a wounded gazelle
Yeah.
and a camera.
Like the was it the I pass butter thing? What is
Oh
it?
yeah, what is my
Oh
purpose? I
God.
pass better.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It does that kind of thing.
Yeah, he very much just beat
Alright.
it.
All right, I'm gonna take a look. Open the door.
Yeah, you notice Sprocket. Like, what do you do when you do that? Is it? Are you? He's like, do you see the technical weave like I do? Because I didn't see it through line at all. I mean, I could have destroyed their internal mechanisms, but it's like you made it give up on life.
Day is wondering why he even tries to sneak anymore when Sprocket is around.
Yeah, right.
I just turn around
Yeah.
slowly and I'm like,
You're being very loud.
Yeah.
He's just like, he has his hands on his hips
Like,
and like with the old man. He's like rubbing his big
Like,
goat
yeah.
beard.
I'm
and
like, look,
shit.
The whole
I'm
party
a-
turns and looks at Sprocket
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will
for
explain-
making too much goddamn noise.
I will explain this once, Sprocket, and then I need you to be quiet. Okay?
Yeah, fine.
I can hear the electricity flowing like a musical note. What I do is I snip that cord,
It's very interesting.
and once you snip that cord, it can't play its, electronic music. And exactly. Very.
Is that
close.
actually quite? Is
No,
that
it's more.
adept?
No, it's more of a hum.
Ah.
Electricity has a very hum. We need to move.
Oh yes, quite.
We need
quite
to
accurate.
go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Now, shh.
Yeah.
I pat Sprocket on
Yeah,
the shoulder.
yeah. He's like, fine. It's a musical note. Just musical note. Perhaps Beethoven.
And then I shake my head like no. The last time I was like no, not even close.
I've heard of that. Daft Punk.
And I'm going to
By the way, R.I.P. Daft Punk.
R.I.P. Daft Punk.
Wait, what?
They split up
Oh,
When?
that's way better than
like
Death.
last week.
Yeah. They just called it. They were like, 40 years is enough.
Yeah.
right.
All right, so I'm going to open the door that on the map shows that it.
Well, you come up to a door.
Okay, I'm going to look at this
Yeah.
door.
This one's been different than other stuff you've seen. Everything's had logs, everything, but this seems to have archaic, some form of locking mechanism over it. It's a big bar that has an S shape to it. So it like connects down here and snakes up to the center, past the center of the actual apparatus itself, and then snakes into the very top. You see a serpent's head on both sides of this bar that's on the side of it.
Can I occult check it, please?
You definitely can. Give
Just-
me-
Love doors with snakes on them.
You see, too.
Oh God!
What
Not
have you
again.
done?
There's no other animals, okay? Just snakes. All right, yeah. Why don't
So
you give me a intelligence and occult?
I like to roll just an intelligence if you wouldn't mind.
Absolutely,
as
no
I'm
problem.
looking at it.
No problem. If anyone has occult, feel free to roll.
1-6. I understand that it is occult in fashion.
No, that seems to have something to do with it. You also see electronics.
Can I roll technology?
Yes, you can. Because in fact, this seems to be like an amalgamation of both at the same time.
Okay. That's still one success, so.
Okay.
5 successes.
I kind of like look at Ana because I understand that it's
Oh, wait.
vaguely occult, you know,
Yeah.
and there's some.
Yeah,
like-
5
like,
successes.
I just kind of like point it on and I'm like,
Yeah, as you're looking at it, Day, you see that there's. It doesn't look like Ghost Machine's gonna quite crack this nut. You know, there's you've ran across some of this before. It's some warding, and although there are electronics attached to it, the occult aspect just goes past your head. You know what I mean? You can see some of the intricacies of it. Ana, so many of the books. It's almost at this point it feels like Rasputin was like training you for the end of the world when it comes to some of the archaic stuff that keeps on pulling itself around you and all these things that you and your group are going through.
Mhm.
You know that this is from Setites. That this
Okay.
is a bloodlock. How many did you get?
5? 5.
5. You see that this is a bloodlock, and you know that it is meant to open only from somebody that has already pledged themselves to Set. There are ways around it. You've heard of rituals, most taking many days. But with that note, you can smell blood actually on like residue of it.
Mm-hmm.
And that same smell seems to be coming from somewhere in this room. You see a bunch of lockers and couches. It seems to be like a tributary that goes into a larger river of the next door.
okay, Ana, we need a key or what are we thinking? I
Do you
know
not smell? Do you not smell that? And I like lean down to the door and go, "Oh, sorry, I had the boogie."
That's Ana.
That's
Yeah.
no. That's not what
We're-
Donna
we're-
said.
that is
We're
so
not
Ana.
cutting that. we are not cutting that. That is
Oh my god.
the most Ana thing I think you've ever said.
Sorry.
that is the most Ana thing that's
Yeah,
ever
it's
happened.
like,
yeah.
I'm
do you
like,
not smell the blood?
I smell metal, like metallic, I guess, like
There is a specific blood, and it's over here.
a resonance or.
No, it's not like a resonance. It's
I'm
just
not-
like real
I'll
blood.
be honest, I'm not getting much.
You all can do.
Sprocket, get in on that.
Yes. Do I need to listen to the beats drop to
What?
get
No,
this?
sniff,
No, there is no
sniff
beat
the
dropping.
door.
Yes,
Oh,
there is just simply
yes.
bloodhound.
You see any like his big accentuated like crawl of a face, like it's just like lifts up and you can see it flare out as his black muzzle hunts through. He goes, oh yes, death. It seems to be coming, and he walks over here, and he opens up another door, and you see a 3 guards, no blood, no heartbeat, all passed out. What? Give me an intelligence and either investigation or medicine.
Okay. Some weird stuff going on.
God damn, no, it's no successes.
No successes.
2 successes.
No successes. No successes.
Thank God. Dang.
Both you guys do see that the guy had hit his head, and that's the blood that you're smelling. You, Dave, see that they. It seems like they had passed out.
It's almost like somebody cast sleep.
No, like if you could sleep somebody to death, yeah. Like
They are dead.
There's no heartbeat.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, you can Sprocket goes over and like turns one over and it's like there's no entry wound, no exit wound.
Ana, what kind of door is that? What kind of occult we looking at?
I think that we need to have some blood of someone.
No, but like what kind of is it? What kind of occult are we looking at?
Oh, it is set.
Oh, set up.
The snakes,
Oh
right?
yeah, that makes sense. They were doing some kind of ritual with these guys, it appears, because there's no real trauma aside from that guy's head, but I think he just hit his head on the fucking.
Well, I think that we need
insult
to
injury.
we need to bring his little wound over to the door and smear his blood, his little head on the door.
Frank goes over to one of the bodies and we'll see what he sees. Like, yeah, they just stopped breathing. Like,
no, Frank, that is not how.
Yes,
you
Frank,
don't just
they
stop
are dead.
breathing.
They are
No,
dead.
I mean like they just didn't have any air to breathe. This is asphyxiation. I used to be a medic.
Oh, they asphyxiated.
Of course, he used to be a medic, Frank.
Well, yeah, like one of the first ones actually.
Gee whiz.
Like
I'm
in the
gonna-
middle of wars. It was
Oh my God.
I
amazing.
pull out one of my empty blood vials that used to contain drugs.
Mhm.
What feels like a year ago,
Mhm.
and take out my machete, my kukri.
Sure.
I want to cut one of the arms.
Okay. As you pick up the arm,
Are you going to cut it off?
No, I'm just fucking.
Cut it off.
No, I'm not gonna cut the whole.
We don't
arm.
need to move the whole body. We just need
cut
an
off like
arm.
a finger.
You guys,
Yeah. What?
you guys are so much sometimes. I just poke, just cut into it and then.
Yeah. The arm when you pick it up is still warm, so this is recent.
Okay.
But
Still warm, by the way.
yeah, right. Yeah, you slept. I'm gonna guess like down the vein, like in the
Anybody
center.
need a little snack?
Yeah, this would be
Can we drink them if they're dead?
well, it's so recent. I mean, this has
I
happened.
mean,
in
they
the
are.
last
They
2
are. They're
minutes.
not room temperature. These guys are pretty warm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, never
But
mind.
I'd like to fill one of the vials.
Oh my god, one of them twitched.
Yeah, right. No.
Oh!
Yeah. Death.
I hand off the blood vial to Ana because it's out of my wheelhouse, and I feel like it's also out of Gomez's wheelhouse.
Yeah,
strangely.
he's looking at the key, and it's like, there's an element here I can do. There's a like a palm pad. It looks like bioluminex, bioelectronics. I don't know what you kids call it nowadays, but there's something to do with like a fingerprint right here.
Yeah, let's
I do not think it's fingerprint. I think it is blood print.
Oh,
let's let Ana take care of this. Or maybe you can learn something, Gomez.
Okay.
Watch closely, but don't touch anything.
yeah, right.
So Anna is going to take her hand and she's going to rub it on her pants to warm her hand up.
Ah,
So
very
it's
smart.
warm,
Like Gomez takes notice of that, and he goes, to warm it up. That makes sense.
right? I'm going to take some of the blood vial and just spill it on my hand
Mhm.
and like cover my hand.
Okay.
And I'm just going to touch the.
Touch the pad.
Yeah.
You hear, and you see the snake start to coil almost itself away from the wall. There still seems to be something stopping it, but it appears that this part is done.
All right. Well, step 1 is down. That is for sure.
Okay, that was the Ana step. What else are we looking at?
Sprocket goes over and goes, interesting. So it's an arcana mixed with electricity. He goes over and he pokes a little piece and goes, it's not there. And he pokes another piece and he goes to where your handprint, like bloody handprint is. And he reaches into his jacket and pulls out a little set of tools and he pops it open. He goes, you see, and he gets shocked exceptionally bad. He gets flat back. You see,
Gomez, remember when I said
Yeah.
don't touch anything? This is
Oh.
why. This
Yes.
is why.
Woo!
It was fun, right?
Oh, my Lanta.
Yeah.
That was a.
Not exactly fruit by the
All
foot,
right.
Sprocket.
Yeah, and he looks over and is like, interesting.
You know, I always thought that Sprocket styled his hair, and I realized now that is not a style.
No,
That
right? No,
is-
you see, it's just
It is simply called electricity.
that is a side effect.
Yes.
He goes, "Day, I want you to hum," and he grabs your hand and he throws his tool into the sprockets again. I'd like you to roll me a composure roll
Okay.
with technology.
Okay. Those ones. It would have been -2 successes, but it is 0 because I got 10s.
All right, so you see, you
Like,
feel
why are you touching me?
you get a full shock through you. Not nearly as bad because now there's like 2 pieces of that circuit.
Ah, fuck.
And he goes, "Did you hear it?
No, you
The
you
music."
gotta give me a second.
I
Jesus.
just figured you wouldn't let me do it anyway.
Oh
Uh,
God.
But you're okay. All right, little man. Apparently, we're going to listen for music. And he's pointing over to Gomez, and Gomez goes, "What? Do you want me to hold that? I'll die.
not
I have a
music, it's a
pacemaker.
note.
I'm not going to do this. This is horrible.
Jesus. This old
I'm not
man.
going to do that. Or you
poor
just
old
don't
man.
have to poke it with the thing. Let me take a look at it." And he
I like
goes
look.
over.
I'm like. I told him that it's a note, right? Not music. It's not a fucking.
Yes.
I told him.
Yes,
that.
you
It's a
did.
single-
No, you know what?
It's like a G. It's like
he's very specific.
All right, and I'd like somebody else to roll for Gomez because I told you I was not going to fuss any of these rolls. I'd like you to make 4 dice.
Okay.
How many successes? Let me know.
Just 4 dice total.
Mhm.
All right. 2 successes.
All right. Roll 1 more.
I will roll the one that had the highest number.
Mhm.
Another success.
There you go. 3 successes. You, Danika, feel, even though that you see him go, aha, and he clicks something, and the door finally goes. You should be happy, but something is feeling draining against you. It's just a feeling. Read it for me. What is this? What are you trying to do?
Premonition?
Read it for. Let's see if
Ooh.
it's applicable. Let's see if it's applicable.
You experience flashes of insight, raised hackles, sudden inspiration, even vivid visions. While never too precise, these visions can nudge you out of harm's way or reveal a truth previously overlooked.
Okay. Yeah, I can
Um,
definitely use this. So what you see two images of Gomez. You see him take a huge shock, and like you see this in like flashes, like this happens very, very quick. Him holding his heart and breathing heavy, and everyone looking over him. And then you see another version of him almost like force himself into being not shocked, and he hits a different wire, and the door opens.
Weird.
Yeah, these are new premonitions. These are things just for the people playing at
Go
home.
for the wire.
Yeah, right. That's that was a luck point he just used essentially. But if he uses a luck point, he's going to take it away from somebody. So you're going to have a higher DC later from what he needed to have happen.
Me?
It's going to go to somebody else next, probably. But
What? Gomez, do the wire, the one on the side.
the door is already open. I don't know what you're talking about.
Danica, you okay there?
What just happened?
I opened the door.
He opened the door. Well, Ana kind of opened the door. Then Sprocket tried to get me to open the door, unconsensually.
I saw Gomez and then I saw another Gomez. And
Was
the
that-
first one was bad. And the second one was fine.
What do you mean one was bad?
You shocked yourself really badly.
Oh.
No, he didn't. Did Ana?
No, he looks fine to me.
Yeah.
Like
but
you saw it like happen, like when Lawrence phases like into realities, or like what do you?
You see Lawrence and he has his hands crossed, like listening to you. It's like, what exactly did you like? Explain to me what you saw.
Okay, so I was watching Gomez try to open the door. And then he got shocked really badly. And he got hurt. And then a second later, he did something entirely different. And then he's fine. And now the door is open.
He looks over and he comes over, and it's almost like he's picking a piece of lint off of Gomez's shoulder, and he goes like stretches it out and looks at something, and like goes to the other like elbow, and like again, like as if it was a piece of lint on his, like picks it and he looks at it and goes, I tried to warn her.
What?
Is everyone doing okay? Is everyone fine?
Lawrence, what the hell is going on?
Well,
Anything you want to share here?
he looks at Gomez and goes, there's a lot about your wife I don't think you know. He's like, how do you mean? I've been married. He's like, there's a lot of things I think she's been hiding from you. And one of it is one of the reasons you've had such a successful career being a burglar.
Are you saying that she did a thing I'm trying to be like cryptic.
Yeah,
like, with all, like,
she did a thing.
Like a
and
new thing?
is that thing bad or
it's
good?
not a thing I can do. It's not my people. It's the same.
Okay, but is the thing
things.
good or bad for us?
It's good for him.
That's good for us.
I don't know. It wasn't done in the way it should have been done. Let's just say that.
What do you mean? Can you be a little clearer? Because I do not understand.
And why am I the one that's seeing it?
I don't know. I mean, you just had quite an experience with.
Yeah, did this kind of thing happen before you drank the vial with your name on it?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say Rasputin is responsible for that shit.
Yeah, that would track. That would make a lot of sense, actually. Of all the things that don't ever make sense, Rasputin is the thing that makes the things that don't make sense make sense.
Yeah, I can agree with that, and I don't know him as nearly as long as you guys. What I think happened, and he looks at Gomez again, and he's sad. He's like not trying to ruin this, obviously long held out, secret that his wife has kept from him. So look, there's natural witches and wizards and magic users or any other nationality that you want to put it on, whatever you want to call us, practitioners. Some of us don't get found by orders. And we usually burn out really quick. We usually, die within, age 8 or 9 if we're not found. But your wife seems to be a latent one.
Yeah, I guess you either die or you end up in Vegas, huh?
Yeah.
I kind of look at him like,
Gomez goes, I mean, I have been pretty lucky, but I just figured because I was so good. So you're telling me that I'm like invincible now?
let's hope. Look, Lawrence, I can tell that you're kind of peeved about all this, but
yeah, he looks really like arms crossed. Like this, it's like a sensei that like if he taught you how to punch and you did it not the way he did, but still like succeeded in your goal, he'd be like,
I'm trying to say this as nicely as possible to Lawrence, but I'm like, Lawrence, I can see that you're like upset about this and it's kind of getting in your head, but you know, she isn't the only one that used the magic they weren't supposed to use. If you remember,
it's like, I know, I was brazen too,
and there were consequences that we are currently dealing with. So,
and he looks
just cut him some slack. Like,
well, not his fault anyway. I know what you're saying, but
let's
just everyone be
this,
careful.
You know?
I'm just saying, if you watch Gomez does something incredible that shouldn't work, be on guard.
Okay.
Because that could be coming out of you.
All right. Everybody triple take,
Triple take all of the things.
Yeah, look left, look right, look left again.
Got it.
All right.
That is how you're supposed to cross the street anyways, according to the television.
All right, well, we're going to cross the street. Is the door unlocked?
The door is unlocked.
I'm going to push it open and continue the taking point here.
Yep. The door opened.
I think I want to activate my heightened senses.
Okay.
It's probably a good idea.
Yeah, that's great for the audience at home. Please read out the card.
The vampire senses sharpen to a preternatural degree, giving them the ability to see in pitch darkness, hear ultrasonic frequencies, and smell the fear of cowering prey. You add your Auspex rating to all perception rolls. If exposed to extreme sensations such as loud bangs, flashes of intense light, or overpowering smells while the power is active, the user must succeed on a Wits plus Resolve difficulty 3 or more roll to dampen their senses in time, or the overload causes them to sustain a -3 dice penalty to all perception-based rolls for the rest of the scene.
Okay, no problem. So you activate it. Is it a freebie?
Yeah, it's free.
Okay.
But if there's something that would... If there's like loud bangs or light,
A flashbang.
then I have to roll Wits and Resolve.
To see if you can shut it down.
To see if I can shut it
that
off.
happened to Zachary when we were doing the one shot, the Halloween one. He activated his heightened senses.
Oh,
and
that
then
is right.
He got
Yep.
flashbangs.
Yeah, he did get flashbanged.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's going to be good for if you see anything, Danica.
Yeah, actually, you got what's the marching order right now? You're still in front?
Yeah,
Dave?
I am taking point. Danica is behind me,
Mhm.
and then it is,
Anna with Gomez and Sprocket.
Yep, no
and
problem.
then Frank in the back to
Yep.
make sure that we don't have a weak.
Yep. Reek tail.
Yeah.
Mhm. As you walk in, Day, you are first. It is a fairly large, from let's call it 9 feet wide, ramp that goes down, pearly white, completely white, and you see that it seems to be Roman pillars that support the railing that goes all the way down it. Against the wall, directly as you walk in to your right-hand side, which is the way that the curve seems to go as it goes down, you see that it's all glass. A small door, the door seems to be glass too, at the very far end of the wall. This is like hexagonal as you walk down it, and it seems to stop there.
Okay. I'm going to...
And each one of these walls are all glass around it, around the silo.
I'm going to, like, hold up my hand as, like, a weight, and I want to use my vanish and then stealth to the door.
Okay.
To see if there's anything in the room.
Okay.
Or anything like that.
You can't access it because seems to be a door. That if you would like to try to pick that door, you could try to get into that room. But what you see is glass, and as you get closer to it, there seems like a safari almost kind of look. It seems to be like dirt, and you see small shrubs.
Oh dear.
Like what you'd be seeing in the savannah. It seems to be like a terrarium of some sort.
Okay.
Is there any animals or people inside of it, or does it seem empty?
You don't know at this time. The lights are off in it.
Okay.
But you can see just by being close enough to the glass,
Like
like
the silhouettes.
looking into a storefront that has they don't have the lights on.
I can see that there's shelves,
Yeah,
but I
right.
can't see the
Yeah,
products.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, I got you. I don't see anything. I don't see anything like immediately threatening. So
Sorry, I can't do both at the same
No,
time.
you're good. You're good. Never mind.
Go ahead.
I don't see anything immediately threatening. So I kind of like motion for everybody to like
Mhm.
come towards where the door is.
Mhm. As you're walking, because you were unseen, the camera didn't train on you, but as everyone else walks past that, you hear lights going on in this terrarium.
Son of a bitch. I kind of like wait a minute, see if anything happens.
You hear,
I'm gonna look at that sound.
up comes what appears to be a tiger, and you can see that his bottom canines are way overgrown. They almost seem to stab into his eyes when his mouth are closed. He sits onto what is like a sunning rock and stares at you.
Okay, so that's why they were at the zoo.
Mhm. You see a little controller behind his ear. Anyone that wants to make a perception roll or an investigation girl can find out a little bit more about this.
Anybody that wants to?
Anyone that wants to. You guys are all looking into this first cell.
It's 3 successes for me.
Okay.
One, two, three.
You get a bonus from your heightened senses?
5 successes.
Hey, there
Yes,
you
I do.
go. That's cool.
I get
That's
to add my
awesome.
Auspex rating to any perception-based rolls.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
nice.
great. Yeah, it's fantastic.
Danica's smart.
Yeah.
Yay!
Right. Yeah, right. So the two of you, Day and Ana, you can see electronics just coming out of its neck. You can see a couple wires, but other than that, it just looks like a. With your amazing roll, 5 successes,
Yes.
you see that the paw prints that are bloodied from obviously things like them releasing game in there for this creature to hunt or to see how good it is at a certain task or something. You see bloody paw prints at least 6 feet up against the wall, as if it had hit the wall and jumped off of it to do something else. Being a predator yourself, being a killing machine, and being a toreador, you almost start to fall in love with how brutal and perfected they have done to this creature. Unfortunately, with your passive intelligence, you wouldn't have any understanding of what the mechanism on its neck is, but you are seeing the capabilities of being able to jump 6 feet off of something to rebound off of it.
So, Pentex.
Pretty fucked up if you ask me.
They're making chimeras now?
Or something.
Do you see those bloody paw prints on the wall?
Yeah.
Do we need to look up?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, Frank walks up and there's like literally like a clipboard in front of all this. He's like, oh yeah, they're seeing that it's only like a C operation. Apparently this one's not that good.
What?
Not that good? That thing looks
Yeah.
fucking horrifying.
I mean, he's going through the charts. It's like, yeah, if this is a rating system, this is a like
Like a
they
C class?
they consider this a C class.
This is
Okay.
as bad as a dolphin.
I'm going to pull out my arms,
Mm-hmm.
my new arm thingies, and I'm going to fire a
Swing,
blood
swing.
bullet at it.
I'm going to stop her before she
It's
does that.
it's
'cause
glass. It's not out in the open.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She tests that, and I'm just like, Ana.
Yeah, right, yeah. It's swing. It's Frank goes, I love it when she does that. By the way,
Ana,
It's real
I love
cool.
the enthusiasm.
What? What?
I don't want to fuck with this thing.
Well, it's only a C rating. Apparently, that is terrible.
Yeah, but it's locked behind the key. Like,
And what if something goes wrong? We can just leave it alone.
Yes, but what if it comes after us later?
It's behind the glass, though. It's fine.
Yes, but there's always a way in. There's always a way out.
It's fine. I mean,
If you say it's fine, it's fine.
Okay.
is there a is the door have like a one of those like key card locks or something like?
Yeah, it's not the same like absurdity of level because once you pass that door, it's a little bit easier. But yes, you see a key code kind of feel to it,
Can I try and use like my Ghost of the Machine or technology to try and fry it?
like to ultimately lock it.
Yeah.
Yes, you can. But I will make you have to roll for this.
Well, yeah, no, that's what I mean.
Yeah, this will be a wits and technology roll, and if you go the other way, you're going to release this thing.
Okay.
can I tap on the glass to see how thick it is?
No, do not think that you should. If I am not allowed to shoot at glass.
It says right on the sheet, don't tap on the glass.
All right. I'm looking for 2 8s.
2 8s. Fuck me.
You could use your
No way to focus on this?
Could.
Okay.
You don't have to.
It's like Smite. You can say after the fact.
I got an 8 and a 7, and then 2 1s.
Oh no.
Wait, no. Oh, wait, no, it's a 7. Oh, thank God. Oh, I read that wrong.
Oh,
Oh, thank God.
they.
Oh,
Okay.
I got an 8, a 7, and a 1.
Oh.
Oh my God, that scared the shit
So are
out
you
of me.
using your focus to bring it down?
Because look, because
Are you using your focus this one, or are you not using your focus?
yes,
You're using your focus to bring it down.
Yes, that is
Yes.
close.
All right, like so you like start concentrating your mind, and you feel a barrier. Like this is like Ghost in the Machine. Maybe the closer, more important things are going to be harder, but you're able to push past that barrier in your mind and be able to hear that beat of the music, and the door goes, and you can smell the smoke rising from it as if you fried its inner components.
I looked at the party. I'm like, all right, that was way harder than I thought it was gonna be. But if there's like a remote latch system, this one's not going anywhere at least.
All right.
But I don't know if I can do that again.
All right. Well,
That
let us
was-
hope that we do not need to and carry on. Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
But I'm just telling you guys now, they're really good at technology.
They mean it, hey?
Yeah.
You don't say beach ball rats, and somehow they're good at technology.
Right.
Something's going on.
So as you guys continue to walk down the path, is that kind of where you
Yes.
guys are going?
Yeah.
That particular one turns off as you walk past it. There's no longer somebody in front of the light sensor to light it up. You get to the next one, and lights up. You see this time tropical forest.
I mean, do we want to stop and lollygag at each one of these, or do we just want to like continue past it with our eyes
I
over
wanna-
our faces so we do not see?
I want to read the chart just to see, get a bearing on our surroundings. But yeah, no, we're not gonna lollygag. I just want to read the chart, like glance over it, see.
All right, but you don't see anything in there as the lights come on, but you see this is A class, and it gives you a description of a centipede that is outrageously small, but very, very deadly and able to be controlled, like pinpointly controlled.
They've got a really smart centipede in here, and apparently it's an A class.
Oh no, that is nope. Keep going. Keep going. Let's not even mess with this one. That sounds terrible.
Okay, and the keypad looks the same.
Keypad looks the same.
Okay, I'm gonna ignore it. I'm just
What happens if I smash it?
the keypad.
Yes.
You will either open the door
Or lock it forever.
Lock the door. Would I be able to tell from what I do know about locks if she just smashed it, if it would just open it, or
Well, that's syncopated repair, right? So who knows what wires would be crossed?
Yeah. It's
It's a 50-50
50-50,
chance.
yeah,
50-50 chance.
What about
Alright, well.
Gomez?
Go, guys. I could work on it. I mean, this doesn't seem to be magic. Do you want to take a look at it?
yeah, take a look. Don't work too hard on it, all right?
Hey.
It's not the important
Just look
thing.
at it.
Just
See if
tell me if you think it'll if it's an easy one for you.
He walks up and he goes, "That's digital. There's some weird kind of shielding they have here. Metal I've never seen.
Yeah, I felt that.
Doesn't really stop me though. They're not really. I think this was when he kind of like messes in there and he pries off one of the keypad pieces and he looks in there and goes, this I could circumvent this. You want me to take a look at it? You want me to finish it or not?
Yeah, if you think you can do it without, you know. Okay.
Not a high AC for him. I'd like you to roll 4.
4 dice.
Yep. He only needs 2 successes of 6s.
All right. Well, there's a 10. Okay, so it's 10, 7, 9, 1. Rerolling the 10 for a 4. So 2 successes.
He's able to do it. Doesn't use a point of luck. You smell the same smoke coming out.
Day is like.
Okay, so that is good, right? When they smoke,
Yeah.
that is what we want.
Day's getting a little nervous though. He like looks at Gomez and like, they're not fucking around, are they?
Yeah, whatever they're building here. I thought they just hated my wife's insurance. I didn't realize they were making dangerous centipedes.
To be fair, you said say no more. I'm in.
Yeah.
And once you're in, you're in.
Well, I don't think I could get out myself right now if I wanted to, even with this luck thing that you've been telling me about.
All right, guys, let's keep going.
Walk down to the third one. You see a passed out guard. Not passed out, not breathing, no heartbeat, but
Same as
guard.
the guys
Mhm.
upstairs.
Yeah. Look, yeah, this guy looks dead. He looks dead too.
Thank
Frank,
you,
that is
Frank.
very astute, yes.
Y'all got asphyxiated again?
Yeah, I mean, he goes over and he turns him, like, you can see the bluish of it, like almost as if he was like pulling at his own throat, like trying to breathe, and just nothing in there, just those internal scratches you do if, you know, nothing else is going to work.
He kind of looks like one of us, you know what I mean?
Do you feel
She
ano-
gets it.
You feel another explosion, and I'd like all of you to make a wits and investigation roll.
Okay.
That counts as awareness based, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
We're looking for 6s.
Yep,
Which means I'm looking for 7s.
you are.
And I got a 7, 8, 9. Thank you. That's good. That's good. That resets me. I got 3 successes total.
I got 1 9.
1 success, 2 successes.
Ooh. And you had 3 total?
I had 3 successes. Yes.
You with that 1 success realized that this could be James and Linda making their ruckus. You've seen that happen in Elysium, and that you just figured that could be the same explosion that you've had
Could it
before.
be my boyfriend?
It could be.
Could it be my dog?
All right. Wait on it. Melinda, with your 2 successes,
Yes.
you're like, that sounds a little bit bigger than just like you think maybe it could be the werewolves and whatnot.
Right.
You hear a howl, Day, and it doesn't sound like one of the werewolves.
Mhm.
Sounds like a howl you've heard many times before in the distance.
I'm like, I was having that moment of levity,
Mhm.
and then like I get really serious for a moment. And I take a breath, and I'm just like, oh fuck.
What?
I start heading down towards where the howl was.
Okay.
Oh, hey, Date, you can't just say, oh, fuck, and then run away. Where are you going?
I'm kind of like trying to get ahead of this,
Okay.
so I'm walking down to the third area.
Are you saying this out loud or just explaining to Robbie?
Well, I'm telling Robbie what I'm doing. Like,
You see.
you hear me say like, "Oh fuck."
Yeah. This one again, it lights up. This is a B class. It seems to be a small monkey, like a marsupial of sorts, like, you know, smaller that you would find on the trees that eat fruit. But they have developed a shocking glance that stops people in their track.
Whoa.
Okay. Monkey that paralyzes you.
That does not sound as much fun as you would imagine it.
Wait,
Also-
Dante's here?
Yeah, right. Danika, I think I might have heard Cerberus.
My baby boy?
Yeah.
It might not be so great, though.
Does
if
he
he's
sound
in here.
okay?
Was
I
it-
didn't hear him.
Did he come
Why
from
didn't I hear
outside the
him?
building,
It
or-
seemed to come from outside the building.
Wait, I heard him on the way in, but you hear him in here? Where is he?
No. I think I just wanted to make sure. I thought he might have been in this cage, but I'm pretty sure he's outside. But he didn't sound hurt. He sounded I don't know, like, you know what
He
a
sounds sad.
you know, like a war cry.
Does he sound like he misses his mom?
No, you know, like a war cry.
Are you saying he doesn't miss me?
Okay, this is why I This is why I don't do this.
As you're saying that, you walk up to the next one, and the lights don't go on. The door seems to be open.
For the monkey one, or?
Nope, from the one that you guys were as that conversation was happening, you guys were walking down the thing. This one, lights don't go on, and that glass door seems to be open.
Okay. Everybody chill the fuck out.
Can I use Sense the Unseen?
You can.
Danica's coming in clutch right now.
Mm-hmm. Tell me what it does.
If something supernatural is hiding in plain sight and your character is unaware of it, your storyteller may roll for you or ask you for a blind roll. If you're actively looking for a hidden supernatural entity, you'll make the roll. And it's free. So...
Yep, I'll allow you to do it.
Okay.
Make me a...
It's either Wits and Aspect for passive or Resolve and Aspects for active. Do I do my Aspects rating twice because I also have my heightened senses?
No, it doesn't stack. But you can use
This was
that
a nice
bonus.
try.
You can use that bonus if it applies to sensory understanding.
I think that's what she was asking.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, because the heightened senses, you add your Aspects rating to any perception-based rolls. But if I'm rolling...
You're already rolling your aspects, so no.
Okay.
No, yeah, that makes sense.
All right.
Just a nice try.
I know.
It's like asking for double advantage.
Yeah.
4 d20s, please.
Yeah, right.
That's no successes.
No successes. You start snooping around. Your eyes have gotten real big, and this new ability that you've been using, you're like, I can see everything.
I can see in the dark with my heightened
Yeah, right.
senses.
Yeah, no, so this is not dark, though. This is all perfectly lit. The only thing dark is just the room that the door is open to.
Right.
So you want to look in there?
Yeah, because I didn't sense anything, so...
Okay, it seems this part of the terrarium appears to be, with your amazing senses, it's like Portland, Oregon feel, like old growth, pine trees, and they've tried to recreate kind of like that kind of feel in here.
Have you guys ever seen Twilight?
What is Twilight?
Oh, it's the really bad fan fiction of what we are.
What are you talking about?
Bunch of teenagers, they go out in the sun, they sparkle, they're vampires, but not really, but
It
they
feels
are.
not exactly
Vampires
like that,
that
but...
sparkle. It's just stupid.
Do you see anything? What are we talking about?
As you're looking
Do I
through.
see anything?
And now that we've lost half of our audience because they're Twilight fans.
Okay,
Yeah.
to be fair.
Hey, you
We
like
would-
what you like.
No,
you like what you like.
You like what you like. We're not going to like that.
Whoa, hey, I like Twilight.
But does Danica?
Actually, I think Danica would.
Oh, you would.
She would have some special time thinking about Twilight.
Robert Pattinson is a very attractive man.
He would definitely be a Toreador.
He would definitely be a Toreador, so Danica's probably into it.
I can see all that.
But she just fast forwards to the scenes where he's shirtless.
Yeah, right. So, while looking in there, and now Anna's weeping.
Yes.
Melinda is weak.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. It
Anna
was.
flashes back to that one time she was in a hotel and it was on, and she was like, "This is disgusting."
Yeah, I do not understand this.
So, as you're looking through with these
Who
amazing,
watches such drivel?
all right, as you're walking through this forest, back on track, people. I got things to do.
Sorry.
Explosions need to happen.
Yeah, sorry.
All right. So as you're looking in, you just seen trees and you see huge tracks. You have hunted bear before.
Oh,
You know
no.
this is a bear. And
No.
you're looking around and you see two tracks, and you've gotten halfway into the room, and you've tracked them up, and it seems to be a circle, and they're leading out the door, and you're right by that glass, and you're outside, and all of a sudden you see Danica's eyes get real big as you see a bear that was invisible moments before flicker and then come into reality directly behind Day.
I'm looking at Danica. I'm like, my eyes also go wide, and I'm like, "Is it behind you?"
Day, don't move.
And to quote one of the greatest cartoon heroines of all time, Jinkies. That's where we're going to pause it for this week for Vampires and Vitae. We'll be back next Friday with the continuation of our infiltration of Pentex. Don't forget, as always, you can connect with us on social media. You can find us on Twitter at Vamps and Vitae. You can find us on Facebook, Vampires and Vitae. And you can connect on Reddit. Admittedly, we aren't as active there as we should be, so your best bet will be Facebook or Twitter. So until next week, if you get the chance, remember to go ahead and take a big bite out of life.